I've played Guild Wars 2 for over 20,000 hours, and I've learned a whole lot and collected just about everything in the game, so it's a perfect time to go round again. Join me in the adventures of my completely fresh account known only as the Microtransaction Enjoyer, on the quest of obtaining and unlocking everything in the game, from legendary gear and mounts to living world story episodes, maps, and ultimate gem store quality of life, purely through efficient and somewhat sensible gameplay. No real money required. So let's see if we're going to do another one. Let's see what they want to do. I'm very happy to do whatever these gamers are interested in having a pop-out. I guess while we wait, we'll do this jumping puzzle. In this fractal lobby area, there's actually this jumping puzzle that we can go ahead and do over here. Let's do this. Let's go. And yeah, there's this cool little jumping puzzle here. And you actually do get rewards for it, funny enough. You get some fractal relics, a little bit of, a few pieces of gear. So you might as well. While we wait for the players to figure out what they want to do next. There are a few shortcuts you can do too, by the way, but I'm too bad to do them. You can also turn on the low gravity, makes it a bit easier. Let's do this. Take on Condi Harbinger at the moment. Condi Harbinger is a solid, aggressive quickness rider. It's really hard, actually, when played well. Obviously, it doesn't have as much defensive utility as some of the other options, but it's still very good. Always found them intimidating, just the thought of it. Thanks for showcasing it live. Hey, no worries. Yeah, I understand. Like, getting into group content can absolutely appear to be intimidating. But as long as, you're willing to, maybe die sometimes and learn along with other people, you won't have too much of an issue. As you can see, especially like the earlier fractals, they are, they're not too bad. I've got a great build for this, by the way. Like this, this build I'm playing right now is almost like tailor-made for entry-level fractals and entry-level strike missions with this Celestial Gear. It means I'm very durable. I can heal my allies. I can do great DPS at the same time. And I also give key boons. So I'm always going to be super effective in some of this entry-level content with this setup here. And I actually have a lot of builds like this for other professions that are going to dominate early level PvE content in the group context, right? Oh no, someone's gone. Well, that's unfortunate, isn't it? We might have to join another group. I'm going to ask them, are we going to do any more? Or are we done? Smiley face. Wait. Dude, okay. Gamers. Smiley face or no smiley face? I feel like the smiley face, it's controversial. Okay, it is a controversial situation. It can come off as very passive-aggressive, but I kind of like the smiley face. Okay. Nice group, 10 wipes. I'm not going to do a smiley. I think the smiley is no good. Yeah, it's smirking, right? It's no good. The smiley, oh yeah, I should do that one. Yeah, that one is like, I feel like that one is less passive-aggressive, like the D face. Yeah, yeah, this one's good too, right? Like, I know we're kind of joking about this, but seriously, understanding how to communicate with people is actually really important. Like, communication is so important in MMOs, and being able to talk to people you've never met before and, kind of get along with people and express yourself well is actually a really important skill. I'm going to be doing a lot of that actually during these runs in strike missions and raids and fractals and stuff like that. It's really important to be able to talk to people, right? And to interact with other players in the game. It's going to be a real key to the success of this account is going to be doing that as well as I can, and trying to help people and trying to have fun and make people have fun, help people enjoy the game, right, and help people learn the game. It's actually really, really important. Where do I get communication mastery? It's just one of those things that you have to practice. I think this group might be stopping. Maybe I'll just prompt them to start another one and see what happens. See if they go. Molten Furnace. I'll take Molten Furnace, I think. Looks like they are. Okay, looks like they are going to stop them. They instantly press no. So in that case, I think we'll go ahead and step out of this group and maybe see if we can find another one. Now, the thing is, I would make an LFG myself, but I know you fuckers are going to join me. So I'm going... Come! Well, I mean, that's very inviting. Let's go. Look at that. I'm in. Yeah. Here we go. Molten Furnace. This fractal's a bit weird. It almost doesn't really have a proper boss. We have to follow this drill through and basically clear out a bunch of NPCs to allow the drill to make it all the way through. Then we fight like almost like a weapon test thing that's going to fire a bunch of stuff at us. And then after that, we fight a giant mole. Oh, stealth. Wait, what? What the hell's going on? I like it. And then the pull? This is crazy. I should have used my stability earlier. I'm trash. And it feels good. Okay. Then the elite guy spawns. We take out the elite guy. The stealth precast was absolutely massive. Paid actors? What are you talking about? These are not paid actors. Please. Come on. So yeah, we just have to go out and clear out all of these rooms, basically. There's like a bunch of random things in each. So we have some tar elementals. Actually, might as well mine this mithril over here, actually. Everyone's doing it. Let's hit it. Best fractal. I mean, this is indeed a mole-themed fractal. We can give them quickness. Looks like we're not going to have a lot of boons here. So it looks like I'm the main boon provider. Oh, I guess we actually might be double on quickness here. That scrapper might give some quickness. We don't have any alacrity, really. But that's fine. I mean, you don't really have to worry about having the perfect comp for these entry-level fractals. So now we've got some ooze. Ooze gameplay here. There we are. Some of these ones actually can do quite a lot of damage, so you have to be a little bit careful, but they're not too bad. Just crowd control them or blind them, and then just nuke them down. Easy peasy. Yeah, we're in Tier 1 Fractal right now. We're on Fractal level 9 is where we are right now. So there's not even any agony, so we should be easily good to go. You ooze, you lose. That's what, I've heard a lot of people say that. I've heard a lot of people say you ooze, you lose. Not sure if it's true or not, though. Yeah, this fractal was actually... there were a few fractals like Molten Boss and Molten Furnace. They kind of got divided up into two fractals. One of which is this one, and the other one has got... it's very boss-centric. Although they actually extended it as well. Alright, next. So now we have this little puzzle segment. We just basically have to run through this. You have to wait until the steam is gone, then you go through. Wait, the music just cut off immediately. That was weird. Okay, let's do this. Where'd it go? Boom. And again. So now we just have to run down there. This is where the molten test is going to be. There's going to be a bunch of different attacks it's going to throw at us. It's going to, like, throw fire tornadoes at us. It's going to cover the ground in AoEs, drop some shockwaves that we can jump over. All the standard Guild Wars 2 stuff, right? Let's get in there. Then after the test concludes, we're going to have to kill the final boss there, the mole. The mole god. We have to wait for the gamers to get over here. We'll have to basically damage this core. This core will periodically become vulnerable after each test, and then we have to like nuke it down. Some additional enemies are also going to spawn during the test that we'll also have to eliminate. That kind of shield stuff. Let's do this. Let's go. Get in here. Ah, yes. The new test subjects have arrived. Their timing is exquisite. Let's crank the dialogue up. Ooh. Ooh. It's quite quiet. The test begins. Very nice. So this is going to be the AoE one. Basically, don't get hit by the AoEs. See that red stuff? Not good. As you can see here, just go ahead and blast this thing down real quick. Now we have these molten shamans popping up, and we're going to shut them down real quick. Burst them all down. Big damage. And at the same time, the thermal core is vulnerable now, so we can just start attacking it. Jump over the shockwaves here. You can also dodge roll those if you want to, but jumping is good because it means you don't have to use any of your evasion. Dude, I just failed the achievement. God damn it. I was so busy like, oh, I'm going to explain how this works. There's an achievement here that would actually have been really good for me, is jump over all of the shockwaves. But I just failed. Unlucky. You hate to see that. Tragic. Well, don't worry. We'll be back here again. Now we can damage the thing again, the core. So wall up the core. Then away we go. Jumping over those shockwaves. Killing the shaman. Easy peasy. Need to cleanse this player. They've got 10 burning stacks. Remove those burn stacks and heal them back up. And now let's go ahead and get in there. Oh, oops. Whoops. Players are a little bit spread here, but we can certainly try and defend them. The Deadeye is role-playing as a Deadeye, right? So they're going at max range permanently, which is not really what we want. Makes it hard for me to actually support the player, which isn't ideal. Look, are they actually... Look, they're going to stay max range. Look, yeah, they are. I like that. Basically, just burn the mold down, burrows into the ground and moves like that. You can see where he's going to go. And away we go. Away we go. Destroy the mole. One more borrow, and then we're job done. So, I should explain why you want to stack in this game. So, particularly in instance content where you want to try and maximize your group effectiveness, it's really important to be stacked, because a lot of buffing abilities, like the ones I have here, they're all very short range. So, you know, I can't really give this player really powerful boons, or even healing, if they're too far away from me. Which is why it's really important that you kind of stay together and work with your allies in group content, or any content, really. And of course, you can still use range attacks in melee. But we got it. Job done. Let's see. Oh, another... Wait. Oh. Another... They want to do more. Oh, that's crazy. I love this. We're getting some serious levels. I forgot the chest. That's alright, though. I like that. This is the exit. No. Now, normally you actually kind of run past all of these mobs, but we're probably not going to do that here. Yeah, you don't really have to kill these. And in fact, a lot of groups will actually even use a portal to skip all of them. Nice. Yeah, good tip. Don't forget to loot. Oh, wait, they kind of are skipping, though. They killed the first set, but now they are skipping. Nice. Yeah, I've got to get auto loot. I'm trolling myself daily with auto loot. Feels pretty bad. We're going to kill these. Looks like the answer to that is yes. I'm just going to follow the team's lead here. I don't really need to interfere with what's going on. It's not the end of the world. Hey, you get some more loot anyway. Get more kills. Auto loot is indeed a game changer. Actually, I need I want to go simple party. I haven't got my simple party UI on, actually. Where is that, actually? Ah, here we go. Very nice. And that just kind of streamlines down the party interface, so it doesn't take up so much room. It's kind of easier to keep track of what the hell's going on. The Scrapper is stealthing through. This is interesting stuff. This is interesting stuff. We're like doing a very hybrid strategy here. Like, we're almost stealthing, but also almost not. I like that. Doesn't really matter, though, of course. If you are going for efficiency, then you are going to want to stealth through or just simply run past all of them. But, you know, not the end of the world. Not going to slow you down that much. That's the last. Hybrid gaming, yes. Hybrid style. So we have a few more packs of mobs, and then we're going to fight a little mini-boss, and then we have to fight some more trash mobs. Then after that, it's the final Molten Boss. Although it's Molten Bosses, really. There's two of them. Yeah, you get auto loot by leveling up this march. It's one of the things I'm working on right now, actually. Ooh, stealth, nice. This is a mini-boss. This guy can actually hit pretty hard, and there's a lot of these additional monsters up here, so you definitely have to be a little bit careful here for all of these area attacks and charges and all the damage that the extra mobs here can do. In general, you typically don't kill them. You can just kind of zerg in there, but yeah, that's the key attack there. Try and jump over that. It will do a lot of damage. Unlike me, who just ate it, but we're on tier 1, so we're learning. We're having a learning experience. Yeah, just get rid of this guy, and you're good to go. Can try and CC. Yeah, we got it. Good. And finish it off. Boom! There we go. Easy kill. Molten Effigy is down. Let's go ahead and move on. Very nice. Who would win in a boxing match? Me or Sneb? Honestly, neither of us. We'd just both be asleep and just die. Just fold. And just, like, fold immediately. I'm actually out of inventory space. This is bad. Because I kind of want the loot here. I want the loot. I don't need the bloodstone dust. Screw the bloodstone dust. Screw the bloodstone dust. Trash. Do I need the logging axe? Not really, no. We're kind of making this work. But yeah, we definitely got to get ourselves a few more bags, I think. Or some better bags. We've got to work on those 18 slot bags. Ah, yes, the luck. Where's my luck? Do I have any luck? I do. Yes, there we go. One more inventory space. Very good. Very good. We've got a fractal spoon. Nice. 10 silver. Just finishing off a few more packs of trash mobs, then we're going on to the final thing. As you can see, fractals are actually designed to be very, very fast-paced, right? Like, once you start to, start to take them a bit more seriously and get to the higher tier, you actually see that fractals end up being very, very quick. They're actually faster at high tier than they are at low tier because players typically adopt slightly more aggressive and skip-oriented strategies. You can get a full set of fractals, including challenge modes, done in under an hour, and that's actually very realistic. That's not exact. You don't have to be like a super sweaty player to do that. That's very much within the grasp of the broad Guild Wars 2 communities, getting everything done in about an hour. If you get really good, you can do it in more like 40 minutes. And that gives you some pretty ridiculous gold per hour. Insane. Very good. Very good. Okay. Now we fight two bosses. Wow. So, basically, the gimmick here is they both have their own attacks, but the order that you kill them in basically matters, right? And one of them dies, the other will basically power up, essentially, right? Oh, dodged my attack. Unbelievable. Typically what you do here is you kill the char guy first, and then after that, you kill the other one here. Just a little bit easier. It's typically the way people go. But that's the gimmick here. Don't stand in the red. Don't die. Blast this guy down. The other guy will then move over and do a brief role play like this, and then you just, like, nuke this one. Oh, it's the other way? Wait, people do it the other way now? Seriously. This is why you've got to keep up. You've got to keep up with the fractals these days, guys. When I was doing it, you'd always kill the char first. Wow. That's crazy. That's actually crazy. Actually insane. Yeah, I'm washed. I'm actually washed. It's been too long. It's honestly been too long. Yeah, I got to get with it. I'm a boomer. Insane. We got it. GG. Wow. See, I'm learning now as well. Yeah. There you go. And the kind of loot we're getting here, you're getting a bunch of crafting materials, you're getting items. We get these fractal chests that inclusive like stabilizing matrices, again, an expensive material that you can sell. And of course, as we progress through these fractals, we're going to get higher and higher chances of getting ascended loot. It's going to be like rings and trinkets and stuff first up, but eventually it will go to armor and weapons can also drop, which is great. We can also open our fractal encryptions that we have there. You just get encryptions for beating the fractals, and you can open these things. And this is basically where that like Omega raw gold comes from. You can see there we open one, we get 25 silver. We open another one, we get another 25 silver and some materials. We open another one, we got 20 silver, and we got another one that we can potentially open. Do I have any more? Yeah, I have a few more encryptions that we can do there as well. That we can open another one. And there we go. We get a 30 silver drop there. So we can then go ahead and sell all of that and get a whole bunch of gold, which is really nice. And that's just like pure liquid gold that you can use to buy anything that you want. So this is why it's considered to be really, really good. Fractals are really, really nice here for that particular reason, because you just get gold. And we just hit our junk, boom. Easy money. Easy money is locked in. Can probably sell some of the stuff. And of course, you are going to end up with an excess of encryptions unless you buy more keys. You can buy more keys from this vendor, I think, actually, right? Yeah, you can buy these. And this actually is worth doing, funny enough, so I guess we better do that. We'll buy 3. You can get 3 discounted, well, up to 30, like, mega discounted every day. And, well, you can use that to kind of get through a backlog. But I guess we'll just buy 3 here to get some more value, because they are actually worth opening. And there you go. We get another 30 and some bones. Let's see. You can actually kind of, like, high roll here as well. We get a 20 and then a 20. Oh, not the best rolls in the universe, but definitely not bad. And there you go. We made a bunch of money. Hell yeah, you love to see it. You love to see it. Incredible stuff. Buy a bigger bag. Well, we actually don't need a bigger bag right now. We can process some of this stuff, right? Good. Oh yeah, the spoon, of course. You're right. Oh, they want to do another one. Ooh, Deepstone. Okay, yeah, I'll probably do Deepstone, then I'm going to head off, actually, because I'm really tired, actually. Deepstone, then we're getting out of here. So this fractal is very cool. We have multiple paths. We have to do these 2 different paths to unlock another gateway, basically. So here, there's like loads of spiders all over the place. Okay, if you don't like spiders, well, you're not going to like this fractal. There's a whole bunch of them.
You can't boss me around like that.
And there's a lot of stuff like, there's loads of traps here, basically. So here, we have to cross over here, and these orange things will, this is wind, right? So we'll get blown off. So basically, don't go on the orange, then you won't get blown off. Oh, we should be good to go. Then we have to step on these runes to basically open the way and then start the next encounter, which will be a giant spider boss. Standing on that rune, you can see that it stops being blue. The other player stands, then we can go through. Easy. Easy peasy. Very nice. And here we are. So we've got to clean up all of these spiders. That will spawn a giant spider boss. There's honestly not that much to say about the spiders, really. Just don't stand in the red. Here's the thing with a lot of fractals. They don't have super elaborate mechanics. A lot of them can basically be described as don't stand in the red. More or less, anyway. And here's the giant queen. Oh my goodness. What is that monstrosity of a spider? Goodness me. Guy does a lunge attack like that. Don't get hit by the lunge attack. We might need to heal these players a little bit. They are a little bit panicked. We must stack, my friends. The spider then turns into a nightmare horror spider as it starts to take damage at about 50%. And that's where we're at right now. Nightmare horror spider mode. Great aiming of that skill by me, but you know what? It worked out. The spider is dead. That's number one done. We actually don't have to walk back. We can simply interact with this orb. We're going to take this orb and hand it into this crystal. And then doing that to recharge the crystal will eventually let us through this final secret passageway. Now I have to go and do the other little mini-boss. So we have to do a little puzzle segment, then fight a giant elemental thing. Did I not get the chest? Oh, yeah, that's fine. I don't need that. It's just like a cham bag.
Oh, great. The cavalry.
Yeah, make sure you loot the spider, guys. Watch out for that.
It.
So here, we have this kind of puzzle thing, right? As you can see here, the floor is moving, and we have to make it all the way to the other side without dying. So there you go. We'll actually try and do it properly. You can also just kind of cheese it a little bit by just kind of dodge rolling through everything, but yeah, we'll kind of attempt to do it a little bit sensibly. And there we are. We have done it. You stand on the things, disables the trap, and you fight the air elemental now. Oh, this could actually get a little bit annoying. This could get a little bit weird. If people aren't willing to stack here, this could be problematic. Because this one actually has a really fun mechanic. Whenever it takes, after every 25%, it's going to summon like a lightning storm that will pick players up and try and throw them off the edge. You can actually break players out by using crowd control skills, but, that may not always be possible. Oh, no, they got sucked in again, I think. No, they actually survived. They have realized that that's not where they want to be. But there you go, it spawns again. And we actually managed to evade it. Good job. We survived. Nice. Oh, nice. We got an achievement. Kill the Brood Queen and the Deepstone Sentinel within 3 minutes of each other. Wow. We're absolutely blasting. Okay. Now we will now proceed throughout the rest of the fractal. So this introduces you to a new mechanic, which is this special action hotkey, the Light of Deldramore. Now, what the Light of Deldramore is, it will actually reveal these shadow creatures so that we can actually damage them. If they aren't revealed, then you won't even be able to really interact with them in a particularly meaningful way. I'm being chain CC'd by a Shadow Beast Mauler. That wasn't much fun. Not ideal there, not ideal whatsoever. But it's okay, we survived. Gonna clean up the rest of these imps, and it's time for the next segment. There's actually a really fun kind of puzzle-style segment coming up. This is honestly a great fractal, one of the best ones actually thematically and in terms of like some of the gameplay puzzle elements. That's what you're going to see a lot in fractals. They're not all about like just killing things. They often have kind of little gimmicks in them, right? All that kind of stuff. And you're about to see a mega gimmick. Here we go. So here we go. Uh-oh. How are we possibly going to get across? Well, of course. We have to reveal the path using our Light of Deldramore to cross over. Look at that. Insane. And basically, you mash your action key here. You try and work towards these orbs here, basically. And you've got to get all of these orbs. And then that will basically bring down that barrier, and then we can proceed to the next section. So we just work our way over here. Your entire team can be just spamming the action key, basically, and you'll get there eventually. It's a matter of time. As you get further and further through, enemies are going to start spawning, but they aren't really too much of a threat. You can kind of just AoE them down, like just cleave them down as you're moving. They're going for that one over here. That's typically the last one you get. There is kind of like a, it's kind of like a way that you, it's not as that you have to go, but there's a pretty set way. This is indeed a fractal. We are in a fractal situation currently. These spectral flames start moving in, and this is actually kind of teaching you something for the final fight, because we're going to be seeing those spectral flames a little bit later. They'll actually be pretty important. Wait. This is good. Yeah, this is good. Oh no, we both press it at the same time. Delaying our progress. Oh dear. This is the fractest fractal of them all. It's a very good one, actually. Very nice. Give us a tier rating on the term frackies. Frackies is illegal. Now, you can actually do a little trick. Well, yeah, you can do a little trick here, which is what this player has successfully done, is that you can actually jump over and then basically proceed that way and just go over there and use the action key, or you can do it normally, obviously, but if you don't want to do that, you can basically just continue to move across like that. But yeah, the player does in fact know the trick, and we were able to successfully get the final orb of light locked in and go. That's kind of a bug, weird thing, but yeah, don't worry about it. You can do it normally, it's fine. I always thought this fractal was very inspired by Lord of the Rings, specifically kind of the Mines of Moria and almost like the Balrog, this kind of deep shadow monster that, you know, we've delved too deep. Definitely feels like a delving too deep situation, if you ask me. And now we fight the ultimate shadow monster at the end. Kind of a cool fight. A lot of movement here, and again, this action key is going to be relevant, as we're going to have to basically chase this thing around the arena. Going to have to blast it down. You can see that it's actually destroying the pillars here. I'm actually going to wait before they go away, and then you can see that they fall away. So you have to use the Light of Deldrimor to kind of like continuously rebuild the arena as it gets damaged here by the voice. Now they're going full ranged mode here, which is going to make this honestly a little bit chaotic, but it should be okay. This is just kind of like an introduction to crowd control. You can see that the boss is basically invulnerable until we do enough crowd control, enough stuns and pulls and stuff like that to actually break through, and we're just taking continuous damage during all that. I'm going to play a little bit more heal-oriented here, actually, because people are very spread, and I don't want everyone to die. And yeah, as you can see, we just chase around. There are a bunch of enemies spawning here that are firing out laser beams, and the platform is getting wrecked continuously. It's going to take out the shade. I'm going to play very safe here, because again, I'm a little bit cognizant that the players are kind of all over the place. This is a great example of why you don't really want to be ranged all the time. A lot of the time you want to be stacked in melee with your team. Makes it a lot easier to manage this stuff. So now what we have to do is we have to prevent these spectral flames from getting into the boss. So we have to basically kind of stay around the middle vaguely and make sure that none of them actually make it in. There we go, we got that done. Those go a lot faster, by the way, on higher difficulties, and this is like something that is pretty cool about fractals. They do actually kind of change. They get more difficult and not just like more HP, like mechanically they end up a little bit different. They end up a little bit different mechanically as the level increases. So the players are over here. I'm just going to stay with them and support them, really. Okay, gamers, we can just stack and go to boss. Let's see if I can convince them to do that. But if we can't, it's not a big deal. Now we have to do the spectral flames. We want to use our action key a lot more. We are not using our action key enough here on this fight, although it shouldn't really matter that much. Because you can see that the arena is kind of a bit scuffed. It doesn't really have to be, though. You can do it a lot better than this. Yeah, this would be a great fractal to have a challenge mode, actually, but it was not to be. It was not to be. I'm just going to keep building up the arena so we can attack these spectral flames a bit better. Yeah, good. Again, we're just going to activate some of our healing here, just to make sure that everyone's healthy. Okay, great. And now it's just the end. That is the end. Action key there. Good. And that is going to be the end of that. Boom! There it is. Boots on the ground. Don't fall off. Yeah, because if you fall off, it ain't good. Won't kill you, but it's not ideal. Oh, they want to do another one? Oh, no, I'm a little bit too tired, to be honest, guys. I don't think I can do another one. GG gamers, okay, excellent work, see you around. I'm gonna go ahead and leave. I can't play anymore, guys. I'm actually dying, man. I'm dying. Okay, best of luck to them, obviously, but no, I can't do anymore. It's all I've got. Okay, there as well. We made some really good progress on the account. I know it doesn't look that way because I kind of screwed up my account value tracker. We've actually made well over 80 gold today, I think. Yeah, it's certainly 60 to 80 gold's worth of progress today, which is actually really good. You can see here that if I go ahead and oh yeah, I need to go to the other one over here, don't I? Yeah, go to the trading post. You can see that in the trading post, I've actually got a lot of gold in here that I can just pick up. I've got 47 gold, and we also earned a bunch here, and we've got loads of items here that are very high value. So we made a lot of progress, actually. Okay, a lot of progress. It feels damn good.